Well, hello there. Hello, 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 and good morning to you. How is everybody doing? It is so wonderful to see you. Oh my God. It is a little cold in New York, but we take it, we take it. We're just gonna take it. We can't even complain. Good morning to you, Beverly Ross. Oh my good God, it is so good to see you. Good morning, Kofi Minyabema, to saying, I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining us. It's going to be a fantastic day. As always, we like to greet each other in our various dialects all over Africa. First of all, did I introduce myself? My name is Zoe Baraka, and the show is To My Younger Self. It is so wonderful, wonderful to see you. Ooh, I see To My Younger Self is here too. Hello. Okay. Where are you watching us from? Where are you watching us from? Today of all days, it looks like my greeting thing is saying no, not today, but we're gonna push on. We're gonna see if I can handle this all by myself, right? Bella to you, Bella to you. If you speak Moshi, how are you doing? My people in Burkina Faso, I know that things are going a little, iffy and crazy, and some things are happening with the military, but please, 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 we're begging you, Ibio Kibari, and please stay safe, stay safe. Parakada Zua, how are you doing? If you are in any part of northern Ghana or in Nigeria or any part of Africa really and you speak Hausa, I greet you. Barakada Zua, Sanunkuda Zua, Yayade, Kakwana Lafia. I hope you slept well. It is so good, so, so good to see you. Ansuma Hogange Songo. It is so good to see you. If you speak Wale or you speak some Dagari da soba to you, of course, ya ken for tuma for dua wela tuma awela to posi winam baraka. I just spoke to you in Kusal and Mampruli and all some of the dialects in the northern region of Ghana. La one the Frafres will say, da soba the Dagombas will say, it is so good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. Do you speak Ewe or are you from the Volta region of Ghana? Indinao to you, Wezo Lo. If you speak Ga, Ojeko to you. Every time I say Ojeko, Facebook, the closed captioning, they change it and they say OJ Cole, which is very weird, right? But OJ Cole to you, I greet you, I greet you. If you're in Nigeria and you speak Yoruba, Ekabo to you, and of course Ekaro to you. Otutuoma from the people of the Igbo land, Nabata to you, I greet you, I greet you. Emesiere to you, if you are in the southern part of Nigeria and you speak the Ibibio dialect, I greet you, I greet you. Thank you so much for joining us. Saying Akwaba Danya Mawachi. We are greeting you, we're blessing you. Nyami shall be brave for joining us. Thank you, thank you. Karibu for our people who speak Swahili. Habari Gani, Habari Yao Subwe. If you're in Kenya, if you're in Tanzania, oh my God, you guys in Dar es Salaam, you are the bomb. You guys are just in there all the time, every week. We thank you. Asante Sana to you for being one of our biggest audiences. Thank you so much for joining us. Here to you, also from Kenya, and of course, Oyaure to you if you are in the Luo part of Kenya. We are so grateful that you're here. Murembe again. Awana to you from the Mendes of Sierra Leone. Thank you so much for joining us. Mangwanani to you. Mangwanani to you. Makadii from the Shona people of Zimbabwe. Linjani to you from the Ndebeles of Zimbabwe. Nagadef, if you are in Senegal, I am so grateful that you're here. Nyasi Aloy Domilaki, I am greeting you, the Bisa people of Ghana and of course Burkina Faso. Kotanga na mohalang to you. I am so thankful you're here. Akeyi to you from our Haitian brothers and sisters. Now Mai to you from the Maoris, and of course Welana from the Hawaiian people. Dumela from the Soto people of South Africa. Oh my God, Sawubona, the Zulu people will say. Kotoli'i to you. If you speak Fulani, I am so thankful you're here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Jambo. I like that song a lot when Dr. Ajwa sang it. Jambo. Habari gani. That's all I know. Bonjour to you. Bonjour. Guten Morgen if you are I guess in Germany, right? Yes, guten Morgen to you. It's so amazing that you guys wake up or stay up. I don't know what time of day it is in Germany, but you're always here. And so we say hello and thank you. Thank you for joining us. Buongiorno to the Italians who are here. Thank you for joining us. Dobro otro to you from the Russians. Thank you so much. Bom dia. Of course, if you speak Portuguese, of course, buenos dias and welcome, welcome, welcome. We are so thankful that you are here. Oh my God. Before we introduce our guest, let me say some good mornings to a few people. I know I said good morning to you already, Beverly, but good morning again. I wanted our audience to see our toughest, most toughest fan. And of course, Kofi Champang, who is like right behind you. Thank you so much for joining us. It is so, so good to see you. Let me see who is here. Mama Emilia is here. Oh my God, we love you. The griot mother of To My Younger Self. Thank you for joining us. Oh my God, the Don himself, Nanara Damwa Iams. Yo, it takes some big guns to bring Nana out. You know what I mean? Jan, it is so good to see you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to tell some stories today. I am extremely excited about our guest today. She just brings life to the party. There's something about her that makes you want to be like, I want to be in her corner. What's she up to? You know what I mean? Nuerki is an amazing person. I've known Nuerki since my NAFTI days. For those of you who don't know, NAFTI is National Film and Television Institute. It's a film school, one of the best film schools in Africa, really, coming out of Ghana. And I've known Nuerki ever since I was there. So now I'm not sure. I don't want to age myself, but it's definitely over 15 years ago. Okay. Definitely over 15 years ago. That's crazy. And I remember her. I mean, she used to come into my room also. And we would just hang out. We never really had conversations, but I remember her. And we went to the same church for a minute there too, right? I mean, I'm going to let her verify that when she comes on. But let me introduce you to Nuerki. She's so humble in a lot of ways, and I don't even know why she gave me like the shortest possible bio ever. But Nuerki writes about herself. She is a corporate trainer in the telecommunications industry with 15 plus years of experience. She's an independent consultant specializing in delivering extraordinary Ghanaian experiences via travel, tours, fashion, and food. Honestly, what I personally would call her is that she's an influencer for Ghana, and she is an amazing fashionista. I'm telling you, she wears clothes well, period. Okay, it doesn't matter what she's in. She just looks glam, like I walk like this. There's another name I like to call Nuerki, in my own head. I like to call her the concierge of all things Ghana. Whatever you are looking for in Ghana, whatever experience, of course, in the cultural arena, she is able to provide for you. Seriously, she really is. And she does it with panache and sass and a lot of fancy, just fancifully. Is that a word? That's a word. We're going to go with that. Nuerki is the woman for everything. Let me just put it that way. She has been the exceptional tour guide to groups of 10, 20, 30 people traveling together, and she gives them the best experience. So for those of you who are in different parts of the world, even different parts of Africa, who want to visit Ghana, the girl to reach out to is Nuerki. I guarantee you, you will not, absolutely will not be disappointed. In 2018, the Humans of New York storytelling train, with Brandon, which we all know when we affectionately call that platform Honey. Nuerki was featured on that platform in 2018. It garnered a lot of positive response and conversation around friendship and building community. If you have not jumped on that train yet, go find her story. Just type in 2018 in Humans of New York, and you're going to find Nuerki there with her amazing, moving story. She is a self-taught baker of all things sweet, and you're going to find out why. She is just a sweet, sweet woman. Okay, she's the founder of Unspoken, a mental health listening channel, which brings me, let me segue here a little bit. please, my dear friends, if you're going through something, anything at all, I beg of you, find a platform like Unspoken. You know, they're on WhatsApp, they're on Facebook, they're on, I'm sure Nuerki's going to give you some numbers, especially if you're in Ghana. It really doesn't matter where you are in the world, as long as you can reach them. Talk to somebody before you decide to do the worst, okay? There's always hope. I promise you, there's always hope. So she's the founder of Unspoken, a mental health listening channel. And she calls herself a nonfiction storyteller. I believe that so strongly. She enjoys life with her two amazing, amazing, amazing children. One of them who we all believe is going to be president of Ghana one of these days, very, very soon. Please, without further ado, like we always do unto my younger self, help me give Nuerki, the girl with the red hair. You're going to find out why very soon. A very amazing, fantastic to my younger self. Welcome, Nuerki. Hello.
Hello. Thank you. I just saw in the comments said the fans are too much. I tell you, the fans over me. Like, hey, who are they talking about? Like,
You know what? You're one of the first
I
people
mean,
that I've actually introduced for 11 minutes and counting. You can tell
yeah,
why.
yeah. Considering I actually gave you a really short.
I know.
Right.
One paragraph. What is that?
Um. Okay, I'm working at it. It's sometimes it's a bit like you said. Maybe it's the humility. I think it comes with how we were raised.
Oh,
So I'm
God.
still working at it, telling a lot more about myself than
Yes,
I
because
do.
you are like it. I don't even know. Oh my good
Thank
God.
you.
My dear,
Oh,
the
and
floor is yours.
Nad to Nana Dama, I saw that comment about the question I wouldn't answer. And you're so right, I'm not going to answer it. Hi, Audrey. Hi, just a quick hello to some people I really know
Sure,
here.
sure.
Um, Emilia as well, yes.
Mhm.
So, all right. The funny thing is the way you went on about me being so humble. The first story. The first story is along a similar line.
Mm,
So, yes, when I talk to people, I tend to be pretty humble, not say too much.
mhm.
But within, I feel like, hey, I'm all that. Like, I'm the best thing since sliced bread. And
Yes, you are.
I just believe I'm absolutely amazing. The challenge comes with telling people that I am amazing. I expect them to see it without having to say anything. And nowadays, they do see it.
Mhm.
But when I was younger, let's say class, maybe from primary, all of primary school, I went to a posh primary school, Richard School. Most of you will know it around
Mm,
the Children's Park, if
mm.
Sutherland's Children's Park. Um, I was a very quiet child in school and at home, and
Really?
yes, and I was extremely antisocial. My mother was worried I wouldn't have any friends. And truly, I didn't have any friends. I never mentioned anybody's name when I went home. You know, children go, "When today this person said this." Never, because I just like to keep to myself.
Mm.
But I knew I was amazing. And I just wanted, can't you guys see I'm amazing? Don't you want to invite me to parties? Don't you want to hang out with me? And I'm expecting them to just figure it out without talking to me. So the posh and loud, or maybe very confident kids and rich kids as well in the school formed a group called waiting members. Waiting
What?
as in the pigeon, as in pigeon, what they happen or what's
What they
going on.
happen with what's
Yeah.
going on?
Yes. So, and
Wow.
if you will remember in Ghana back then, speaking vernacular in school was absolutely forbidden.
Mhm.
You could get into a lot of trouble for
Oh,
speaking
oh. The internet is misbehaving.
vernacular.
StreamYard, if you can hear
And
us, please fix this.
then these people had a group they called
Oh my good God.
team members.
Nuerki, I don't know. Can you hear
Like
me?
they speak pidgin in school. Like that, you, I'm right.
Okay. Um, the internet is misbehaving. We were fine until she started her story. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. But Nuerki, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. There was a lag. Our big sister Elsie and also our producer, she
Yes,
just said,
I could
looks
hear
like
and
a
see
lag.
everything. I'm not sure what
Oh,
happened.
oh, I'm
Yes.
so
Can you
sorry.
hear me now?
Now I can hear you. Yes, please go on.
Can you see me
Yes, we can see you.
also?
Ah, yeah, yeah. Um, like they say, so fear for yawas. Our people from home, we beg you, eh? It's a joke, of course, but we did say a prayer before we started. So, can you hear me?
Okay. So,
Oh, wow. This is, oh dear. Okay. Um, as we're waiting for this to come back on, we're going to see if we can segue into. Nuerki, can you hear me? Ay, 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 ay. Funny, it never happens during a dry run. Can you hear me, my dear? All right, audience, can you help us monitor this? Ay, ay, ay. And we just lost our guest, but that is okay. That is okay. She's definitely going to come right back up. And so, yeah, every time we have the most amazing guest, stuff like this happen. But I see a lot of you here and you're giving us great support. And so we are grateful for that. You're saying, hi, let's see if we can you hear me, my dear?
yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Oh, yes, I can. I am so sorry. I
I'm
don't
not
know
sure
what's
what's
going
going
on.
on. I'm really, really sorry because I could
That's
see and
okay.
hear everything you were saying, but you just
Oh
couldn't
my
hear me.
God. Well,
Yeah,
thank you so much for joining us back again. And for those of you who can't see Nuerki's name, her name is Nuerki, and she is definitely the girl with the red hair. I'm going to let you just jump right in. Let's go. Let's go.
sure. Okay, so I wanted to be a part. Everybody wanted to belong to this really exclusive club,
Mhm.
but it was a really small group, maybe 8 to 10 kids. And if you want to join, you have to think first. Okay, how much? What's the net worth of my parents? you know, where does my dad work? That's. I mean, it wasn't said, but it was so obvious that you had to be at a certain level to belong. So okay, my parents don't have all
How
that
old were
money.
you kids?
Probably 9, 10, 11, thereabouts. Yeah.
Wow.
So and I really, really wanted to be friends with the cool kids, not necessarily be a part of the group, but be friends with the cool kids. And so I was trying to figure out how to like get close to them. And there were three of them in my class. And one of them was a guy who used to sit like in the next row. So he was right next to me. And I'm thinking, how am I going to talk to this guy and then get him to notice me and say, oh, this girl is cool. She should be in our club. And I remembered he's fancy. He was okay, he is fancy.
Mhm.
And I couldn't speak a word of fancy then, but I thought, okay, this will be a good entry. It will be good small talk, to speak fancy or something. So you'll be cool because everybody's speaking English. What can I do to be different? So, as fate would have it, one of the days after school, we are all waiting in the car park for our parents to pick us up. And I hear two people having a conversation in Fanti, two random people having a conversation in Fanti. Remember, I didn't speak a word of Fanti. So I'm just there, I'm eavesdropping on the conversation. And around the time, jungle music was the thing. You know, that song, I think was General Marcus or something, incredible.
Mhm.
Remember that song? Incredible General. Puyaka, slay, slay, slay. Yeah, that song, yeah.
Oh
So
my
that song was like really hip and it was
God.
in. And I overheard one of the ladies who were speaking say, one of the ladies said, this is, she said, in there, jungle na zina obono demonic. What she was trying to say is, yes, jungle is massive. That one. So what she was actually saying is that, do you know that jungle and all the music in that genre is or are demonic? That's what she was saying. And that line just stuck with me. I didn't wait to hear the rest of the conversation. I was like, this is my in. This is my fancy phrase I'm going to use to get into with team members. And I just put it in my pocket and went home. The next day I get to school, ready to be friends with the cool kids because now I could speak fancy and I knew something like. So I get to class and the guy is sitting there. Let's call him Kofi.
Kofi, yes,
So
let's call him that.
Kofi, yeah, that's not his real name though.
I know.
So
Kofi is
I'm
a
just trying to
very
remember,
popular name
in
in
case,
Ghana.
just in case there was a Kofi in that class, you wouldn't think he's the
It's not
one.
you.
I don't think there was one, no, though. So, so Kofi is sitting there talking to the other cool kid, and I'm just waiting for the opportunity to go and say, "And you're there, Django, Nadina, what Bonnie are doing?" And this is like such a random line. I mean, how do you even get it into a conversation? So I am close to him and I start tapping the beat, the jungle beat on the table. You know the so it's just the do and just tapping. And then one of them goes like, not be Django the girl they tap for there. You know,
Mhm.
and these guys speak pigeon, so they
Yeah.
actually said it like, isn't it Django she's tapping? Quickly, I just went and I said, Kofi, in him there Django now, what you demonic. I had a very serious expression. And he looks at me like, okay.
But you were
And I'm
just singing
wondering.
it.
And remember, I didn't wait to hear the rest of the conversation. So I didn't know what else to say. So I'm just waiting for him. I'm like, say something.
Uh-huh.
Then he goes, Dema, as in, is that
Is
so?
that so? Yes.
Yes. But my fancy was not older. So I'm like, okay, if he says Dema, what am I
What are
supposed
you
to
gonna
say?
say? Oh
What am I
my
supposed
God.
to say next? And I had nothing to say. So I just looked at him. I was like, as in, yes.
Yeah.
Like yeah, so yes, that was it. And he just said okay and he smiled and I went back to my place and I felt, oh well, it didn't work. I tried. I tried at least, but it looks like the enyim there jungle nut
Yeah,
demonic didn't
demonic.
work. So I'm just
Wow.
sitting there quiet. The next day, and I'm telling you, the very next day, I received an invitation card. I opened it up and it was an invitation to Kofi's birthday party.
That same guy.
That same guy. It was his
Wow.
birthday, I think, the following weekend or so. And he gave me an invitation. I mean, I was in.
Oh,
Django, like it just got that fancy line, got me in. And I got home, I told my mom, guess what? I'm going to a party. My mom was so excited. She's like, whose party is it? And she takes the card and she's reading. She's like, party for blah, 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 blah. Dress code, Shada Wicked. That was actually the dress code.
shut up. For those of you who don't know, it's like dress, like attire,
Yes.
like,
I'm like, Django is really massive. It worked. So, and my mom is like, okay. Then she checks, what's the address? Laboni. Okay, that means this is a really, really cool kid. So
Mhm,
you can't just go. And I was living in Cantonment, and
mhm.
I'm living in Cantonment. My mom is thinking Laboni is like really, really cool. So she goes to
Wow.
buy this. Well, I think we used to call them car wash in the day. The
Oh
shorts,
my
the
God.
shorts,
Uh-huh.
white car wash, the shorts version with some polka dot trimming at the end. Then she got me black leather Nikes. Like it was crazy. And some socks. And then this newspaper print shirt. I actually remember every single thing, whatever I wore that day. And she drove me to the party herself. And she was just excited that my daughter has friends and she's going to a cool kids party, you know? So she just dropped me off. And they played jungle at the party. Like, we just we just had a blast. After that, every single party that was held in the school, I got an invitation to. I just became I wasn't a member of within members, but I became friends with
With
all of them. And what I learned from this or from this story, as funny as it is that sometimes you should just take a leap, take a chance.
just do it.
It's
Like you would say,
it
just
may
do it.
sound ridiculous. No idea is too ridiculous. Just do it,
Mm.
and it just might work. You never know. Who
Wow.
would have thought? Django Nadina walk
Hey, demonic.
actually, because I was actually disrespecting them or judging them by saying they are listening to demonic music, but they
Right.
invited me and I went, and it was just so that's
Oh.
that story.
Oh my God. I mean, the chat room is blowing up. Someone Vixen says, H, the shadow was massive.
The
Yes.
shadow was massive. Like serious demonic jungle at the party. Massive shadow. I mean, the Nikes were like the icing on top of the cake. It was just
And this
wow.
is the epitome of this. She says, do it with the most random conversation
Exactly.
a person says. And the thing is, you jumped. You didn't know where you were going to land. It could have
I had
been
no idea.
anywhere, but you jumped. That's the
I
most
did.
important thing. Jump. Just jump. What a powerful story. Wow. Kofi says, always take that leap of faith. Randy says, jungle, wicked, wicked. I love
Say
it.
it well. It's wicked, wicked. Say it well. Say it well. Don't you use
You
it
know,
that
I went to a Catholic school, okay? They didn't let us play the song. So please, you say
um well, we weren't allowed to play exactly, but we're allowed to rehearse for Kidda Fest. So
oh
during those times,
yeah,
we
no,
just
no.
bring
So you say
our
it. Can
boom
you
box
play?
to school and come and
Let's
play.
sing a
And
little bit of that song in there. Let's sing it.
which one? The
Jungle.
jungle.
Yes.
No. I'm quite afraid if I try to sing it, I'll sing the lyrics I thought I knew then, which are probably
It's
totally
not.
different from what it
You
really.
always got it
Yeah,
wrong.
it's yeah. So no.
Oh my God, that's so funny. That is
So no.
hilarious. Oh, see, and Margie says how I used to dig the song. I
Yeah.
I love it. I can just imagine her just dancing to that song. Wow. Thank
Oh,
you
and I
so
like
much for the
what
story.
Marjorie just no, Audrey, just before
Mhm.
Marjorie's comment said, as Nike
Okay.
would say, just do it.
Just do
I
it.
mean,
Yes.
really,
Just
just do it.
do it.
You
And
never
you
know.
just did it. And look at that. Who would have thought you thought you were shy, but you really were not. You just needed a way to
Yeah.
rediscover yourself, so to speak. What a powerful, powerful story. Wow. Well, it's still over to you. We're waiting for your second story.
Okay. And speaking of just do it, I'll tell the story about how I got the job with Brandon when he came
Mm,
to Ghana.
wow.
It was another just do it moment. So a friend shared a post where Brandon had said he was inviting us to he was going to come to Ghana and he needed people to he's looking for a tour guide,
Mhm.
somebody local who could speak the language and then take him around.
Yeah.
Now back to the same, I don't know, I think they call it imposter syndrome or something. You know you can really do the thing, but at the same time, there's this other part of you judging you and going like who do you think you
Who do
are?
you think?
Why
Yes.
are you here? You don't belong here. There are
The
better people
imposter
kind of thing.
syndrome. Yes.
Yes.
I
So I
see
think
I see our psychologist, therapist, and mental health advocate, Abba Kato Under. She's here. She's gonna
yeah,
verify
hi
with us.
Abba.
She's gonna tell us if that's what it is. But we're gonna go with imposter syndrome for now. Yes.
Yeah. So and so I saw the post and my first thought was, this is me. I do this. I can do this.
Mhm.
So what I should have done immediately was apply as requested. But I decided to go and read the comments
Wow.
first. So And the comments discouraged me truly. Because in the comments, all I was seeing was, oh, you have to take this person. People were tagging who they thought should do, and
Mm.
nobody mentioned me. And
Oh
I said,
my
okay,
God.
I'm not as all that as I think. Then if nobody if nobody is mentioning my name here. And then I said, no, but still, I think I can do this. Yeah. So let people say all that. And some people had like their names coming up several times. They'll tag one person maybe, or 50 different people come and tag the same person. That makes you feel, wow, this person must be jollof rice, like
Mhm.
that's amazing. Then I went back and read the request. And what he has said was, send me an email and a video introduction if possible. So I went back and read the comments of those who had been tagged and had come to respond saying they were interested. And they were all responding on the post and
Ah,
saying, oh
these
yes,
girls.
so yes, I can do it. I'll take you to this place and I'll take you to that place and I'll do this and I'll do that. And I'm thinking, no, 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 wait.
He said,
Brandon
send
is
an
not
email.
a regular tourist who is coming to see the site. He's coming to collect stories. So he doesn't want to know where they sell the best kinky. He doesn't want to know where we have the most beautiful waterfall. He doesn't want to know how shea butter is made. No, he's looking for stories. So why are you people? And I just picked my phone and went into a meeting room at work.
Mm.
And I just switched on the video selfie mode. And I said, hi, Brandon. And I was actually laughing because the whole thing was funny to me. And I was laughing the entire time. I said, hi, Brandon. So my name is Nuerki AB, or you can call me the girl with the red hair. Or
Mhm.
if Nuerki is hard for you, you can just call me Audrey Beta. So I saw your ad and I'm so, so excited to come to Ghana, blah, 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 blah. I am the girl you're looking for. I'm the person for the job. And
I
this is
have
why
goosebumps.
I
Wow.
have been to every part of the country. But beyond that, I know you're looking for stories. And I ran Unspoken, where we listen to people's stories and help them do A, B, C, D. I also post stories from time to time. I just went on and on about all the stuff I do. And then I added that I speak three fluently of the um, local or the principal languages.
Mhm.
So, yes, I hope to hear from you soon. And I sent it. I didn't go over it to check, but I just sent it because I didn't want to change my mind and
Mhm.
forgot about it. I didn't tell anybody.
Wow.
3 days later, I get an email from, and I just say humans. I'm like, wait. Okay, so I opened it and it says, okay, they've received and they're very excited to meet me. So am I available for a video call on Saturday? I say, yes, I'm available for a video call. I'm thinking it's a team that is coming to talk to me and not Brandon because it was one of them who sent the email. And the video call is up and it's Brandon himself. And I'm just like, okay.
That's crazy.
And we're just having a conversation. It wasn't even an interview, it was just chat. We just talked a bit. Then he said to me, usually he would take two guides, a male and female, because some people are more comfortable speaking if there's a
Mhm.
male.
Mhm.
But after speaking to me, he doesn't think he needs two guides. He's going to do something different. He's just going with me. I was blown away. And to think that I went back, didn't allow myself to get discouraged by people
Mhm.
tagging those I felt could do the job better. I didn't allow myself to be discouraged by people selling themselves better on the post. And to think that I went back and read the instructions again and believe
Mhm.
that if I just do as
What
he's
they
saying, I just may get in. And that was all it took. I mean, people have asked me this several times. How did you get it? Because I didn't tell anybody about it until he arrived in Ghana. And then,
because you wanted to be sure, like,
yes,
okay, this
I,
is really
you know,
happening.
I tell you, I wanted to be sure because even the day he was supposed to arrive, he had told me he's on his way to Ghana. I'm like, okay, how will I know it's you? Because I've seen your face, but I'm not too sure. He said, I'm wearing this, and I'm this really really tall guy, and I'm this that. And I get to the airport, and I know the flight has landed, but I'm not seeing him. And everybody
Mm.
has come and where is this guy? You do me 419, and you like. And he just comes out and I'm so excited. And it was mind blowing really that all it took was taking that step. Just do it. You never know.
Wow.
It always works out.
You just
And
never
even if it
know.
doesn't work out immediately, there's something to learn from it.
Yes, because he would have come back years later. Who knows?
Yeah.
Wow. I am so curious to see what people are saying. Well, there's a clap here. Wow, you nailed it. Jan says attention to details. Let me
Yes.
tell you. Oh my God. Audrey says you are simply a just do it girl.
Thank
Yes,
you. I think
she
I
is.
should add that to my CV. I just do
Yes.
it. There. Will Nike sue me though?
No,
Oh,
they
it's fine.
won't. They don't have. But you just add the girl. You are the just do it
Do it,
girl.
girl.
Okay, we're gonna
Okay.
parlay that into
That's a nice thing to put in my bio. The just do
yes,
it.
the just do
Okay.
it
Yeah.
girl. Ooh, you got
That's
that first onto my younger self, by the way.
oh
And
yes, yes, yes.
if someone
I should
from
actually take a
Nike,
screenshot of this, just for
well,
I,
hey, let's do it now. No, we're not
yeah, let's
joking
do
on
it
this
now.
platform.
Just
You just
done
taught
that.
us to just do it, right? So we're gonna
Yes.
do that. Just do it.
Just do it. I should
Just
do
do it,
same.
girl. That's who you are. And let
Hang
me
on,
tell
let me
you,
do mine. Let me do mine. Just do it. Yeah.
I love
Okay.
it. We just did it. We just took pictures
Yes.
right now, and hey, if someone from Nike just happened upon this video, just send her some
Oh, they
Nike.
must. They must. I
He
mean,
will wear
I
it.
believe the show is a prophetic one, and everything we
Yes.
say in it comes to pass. So yes,
They will
they
wear it.
must. They must
She's
find
gonna
me
wear
and
it
give
and
me
endorse
a
you.
just do it. They
There
must.
you go. There you
Yeah.
go. We're all set. What a powerful story, though. What a very powerful story. And she just added that you must add it to your CV for real.
Oh, I
And she
definitely
says,
must to. I must. I must to. I will add it.
okay, this duo is is a cracking up duo, just so you know. That's crazy. And I love what Baba said. She said that little faith, and that is a
Yeah.
powerful theory right there. That little seed, the faith, the mustard seed faith, that's what you did. And we always don't know that mustard seed is the epitome of what paying attention to details actually mean, because it's so small. It's so
Yeah.
small, you really must pay attention to it, or else you might not even know it's a seed. And that's what you did. You just grabbed that tiny details. They say the devil is in the details. You grabbed
Detail.
those
Yeah.
tiny details, and everybody else was showing flash. And I'm sure Brandon was sitting here somewhere going, do these people actually read? You know, do they read? Do they get comprehension and understand? And
Yes.
you got that.
Mm-hmm.
And so, first of all, just do it, jump, just do it, and pay attention to the details. Two powerful stories. And so, if you're stuck in a rut today, any one of us that's watching, wow, what a massive people watching. Any one of you watching, if you're stuck in a rut and you don't know where it's going to go, be like Nuerki, be like the girl with the red hair, be like the just do it girl and jump. Okay, worst case scenario, you just broke your leg. That's all. It'll heal.
Or
Okay.
he'll just
Wow.
send his angels to,
There you go. That
catch you.
too.
Yes,
Yes.
like you never
Yes.
know.
Yes. You
Yeah,
never
just
know.
do it.
Wow. 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 All right. We've got time. We came for you today.
Oh, we've got
Right, guys? Tell her we got time.
okay.
Put it in the comment section. We got time.
Okay. I was going to share a more emotional story, but I like the way this faith thing is going. So I'll tell you my watch it by faith story.
Oh my good God. Here we go. Please let's talk
So
about what Wache is first so that our
yes,
non-Ghanaian
yes.
friends would know what that is.
So
Go
watch
ahead.
it is okay, Baraka, you say it.
No, God. No, I think you will do it better. So just do it. You just do it.
Okay, so wache is just rice and beans cooked together.
True.
It's slightly different from the Jamaican rice and peas, just because we use the cow. What's it called? Cowpea. That
Yes,
kind
we
of
use the
bean.
cowpea.
Black
Yeah.
eyed or
Black
cowpea.
eyed peas, the
Yes,
white one, the
that
black
one.
eyed pea. Yes.
Yes,
But you can use cowpeas too. Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
So that's just what wache is. I mean, wache is a is It's a culture. It's a
Mm,
movement.
mm.
It's it's like watching is
It's
life.
part of us.
And
Yes.
over here we actually have watching Wednesdays. We eat watching on Wednesday, and then
Did I
Saturday.
miss that movement?
Yes, you
Oh
missed it.
my God.
It's not too late. You can join. You can ask
Oh,
Nana more about it. Watching
boss,
Wednesdays.
my brother, please. Watch a movement, please. I need it. I need it.
Yes,
Okay.
there's a whole
Wow.
Wache. I think there's a Wache festival or Wache party or something where they have
Oh my
like a
God.
whole event where it's just Wache. I mean, it's
Wow.
incredible.
Wow.
Anyway, so because Wache is a movement and Wache is a whole culture, a friend of mine and I, when I was in uni, would go Sundays after church in uni, we'll go and buy Wache from one of the halls of residence, I think from Queen's Hall, because they had the best Wache at the time. And we always make sure we had money for it. So offering and then please, it's not our offertory money that we used to do the watch. We always had
You actually
extra money.
divided. This is your offering, and that's your
Yes,
mache.
yes. So but remember we're students, and so the students' loan comes, you're broke pretty much.
Mhm. Yes.
So there was a time when there was no we didn't have money for watching. So I talked to my friend, I said, hey, Charlie, today we don't get money. Oh. Okay, I can actually mention his name because I've shared this story before. He wouldn't mind. His name is Selassie. I said, so today we don't get money. Oh. So the watch how we go do as in we don't have money today. So how are we going to buy wachi? He said, you let's go, we'll see. God will provide.
Yeah, me
Yes,
better.
here
Oh
you
God.
in the house. And we went to church. And that day of all days, they brought a faith preacher
Hey.
who came to talk about how something about he used to wear glasses and wear like this thick, and he went to church and he heard a sermon and he was sure he could see. He took off the glasses and he could see, that kind of story. And this guy is so charismatic. He's that kind of preacher who makes you feel you can like you finish listening to the sermon and you feel you can do anything, that it
Mm.
was that kind of sermon. So he finishes and everybody, like the whole place is lit, everybody's on fire, like,
Power
hey,
pump.
we can
Wow.
do things. I can go and say, hey, mountain move, and it will move. Like that is how electrifying the atmosphere was. Come on, hey, it was like you're sitting there, you can feel your spirit speaking in tongues, like so. And I thought I was the only one feeling it. And so service ends, and I see Selassie, and he says, Audrey, shall we buy Wache by faith? I was like, yes, let's go buy Wache.
With no money, by the way.
No, we're buying the Wache by faith.
Hey.
Like,
Ayaka.
Wache by faith. We didn't even have one CD. It's not like we had some money hiding somewhere, and there was no mobile money at the time. So I can try and take a loan. No. So we walked confidently to Queen's Hall to buy Wache by faith.
Ayaka.
Now the thing was, we were not sure how that faith thing was going to work, but we just knew we were going to buy Wachi by faith. And this vendor, usually what she does is she packages the Wachi into the leaf, and as she's passing it on, she takes the money from you. That's how it works.
That's
So,
how it works.
how do you say cash and carry? Yeah,
Cash and carry. That's the
kind of.
payment
Yes.
system, by the way. Sikane money, this cash in a hand.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly. So we get there, we tell her we bought wache with all the trimmings. We didn't have money. We bought wache, we bought egg, we bought salad, macaroni, meat, wele.
Fish.
We bought everything. 2 packs. Didn't have any money. Hey, the wache accessories. We had to buy everything. Talia. Sorry, Nad, I'm sorry, Talia.
Talia.
Yes. The spaghetti. And the lady finishes packaging the watch and she just gives it to us and goes next. She moves on to the next person. She didn't ask for the money. She did no, and it was strange because she never does that. The person before us, she had taken the money, and the ones after us, she took the money and she went back to her usual. Now, this is where the faith part is. You know when Jesus says your faith has made you well, rise up and walk. And that is the so now our 10 was your faith has bought watching for you. Walk. We are there we're like, walking away will mean we've stolen the watching.
Yes.
I mean, as children of God, I mean, this is the two of us are leaders in the church. We can't be arrested.
And you just came from church.
I mean, we just
I
came from church and we went to still watch. I mean, no, 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 no. So we're just standing there waiting for her to ask us, where is the money?
Oh my God.
So we didn't leave because we knew if we leave, and I'm just correcting it because somebody says stolen or faith. That's why I'm insisting on this. We did not
Yes.
leave because we knew once we leave, we would have stolen the watch.
To watch it. Yes.
So we were waiting because we needed to pay,
Mm.
but we didn't have money to pay. And we couldn't walk away and we couldn't return the watch.
Because you wanted the watch.
Go forth and eat it. We wanted the
Yes.
watch and we didn't want to leave without paying. So we're just standing there. I mean, it felt like a long time, but it must have been maybe just 4 minutes or so.
Wow.
So we're just standing there watching people buy. And then one guy from our church walks in and he says, "Yo, what are you guys doing here?" We said, "Oh, we came to buy watch. We didn't add it by faith." He just said, "We came
We
to buy
just-
watch." And he said, "I'm also come to buy some more. Your own, how much it be? How much is yours?" And we
It's
said,
yours.
"Madam, how much is that?" We didn't even ask her. So she tells us how much ours is. And the guy pays for his and he pays for ours.
Oh my God.
That is when it struck me that this is what the faith is. It was not as literal as we thought. It was not. Maybe we were expecting that we'll get there and the woman will say, when I woke up this morning, the Lord spoke to me and said some two people will come here to come and buy watches.
And you
So
will
when
be
they
wearing
come,
this
you
dress
should
and
give
you
them.
will
So
look
are
like
you
this.
are you the one or we should expect another? That kind of thing. We're thinking maybe to be something like that, but no, it was no, it
Wow.
wasn't that. And then we in fact we're not sure how it will work.
Mhm.
But God, and I still believe and I still insist on it, God sent somebody to come and pay for that watch for us. I mean, we never tried it again though, but
Well, yeah, man.
I mean, I'll be pushing it. But that was a really valuable lesson to me. That sometimes faith doesn't come, or God, miracles don't happen the way you expect it to
Yes.
happen,
Like,
or the way you expect them to
yeah,
happen.
Sandy
Yes.
just said that. Faith
I
is
mean, please
totally
don't
out.
try. Don't go into a queue and say I'm buying watching by faith. Though, if they meet you, I won't be there. But this
We
was
won't
just.
be, we're not
I mean,
advocating that.
yeah. I mean,
Wow.
and I'm so glad we didn't leave and we didn't return. We're just standing there waiting for the miracle to happen,
Mm,
and it did. Like
wow.
we just did it. But watch it by faith, and God came through. I mean, when He
Gee.
says, "Test me in this," I mean, this is one of those things. Yeah.
Oh my good God. The comments are flying. I can't even, but I really, really wanted to go back to Thandi's, which said that,
Yes.
faith is totally you out of your comfort zone, crazy like that. And she says, I hear you. And I'm glad she says that she hears you because we had to correct that. It wasn't stolen watch. Again, it wasn't like she gave and the woman forgot and they walked away and said, praise God, because sometimes it could happen like that. And, we misinterpret what faith is.
Yeah.
I think the faith part is not necessarily even you guys walking and actually getting the watcher. It was in the waiting, having the watcher in hand, knowing it could easily be taken away from you when the woman says, you don't have money, please give me back my food because,
And beat
this
us
thing-
too. You should beat us.
yes, and probably, call some area boys to do justice
Yeah.
to you. That was the part, the waiting part with the thing in your hand, not knowing even if you could actually eat it yet or use it yet. And then suddenly someone comes out and says, Charlie, how much is your food, and pays for it. That's the faith part. So I am glad that came out. Audrey had
And to
said
think we
something.
didn't even have to say to the person with what watching and we don't have money.
Yes.
So please
yes.
pay.
Right.
No,
You didn't even have to, which
no.
is
We told the person the story much later. He's like, hey, you people, like it was just Incredible.
Oh my
Mm.
God, yes. Kofi says, great story. Yo, you have engaged so many people today. It's ridiculous. The first step is always the hardest. The fact that you guys decided you were still gonna go and get watching with no money is also the thing. You could have just gone to your hostel or your halls and slept off your watching hunger and pray for the best. So, wow, wow, wow. Guys, we have 50 minutes in, and so we're always throwing this to the audience. What do you think? Should Nuerki tell another story? Let
Oh
us know.
God.
If we have three yeses, we're done. We always do that. Three yeses. Come on, let's go. Three yeses. And she's gonna have to tell us another story. Can I see three yeses? It's gonna go once. If you're typing, type quick. Type. All right, one yes, one okay, two yes, three yes,
Oh Lord.
four yes. Aha. Okay, you know what? Yeah, five yes. You know what? That's the part about to my younger self that most of our guests are not always sure. Is this gonna happen to me? Are they going to tell me another story? So hey, let's just do it. Let's just do it.
Okay. I don't. Oh God. All right. So when I was five, probably about 5 or 6 years old, we lived a bit far from my school, and my parents didn't have a car. My parents didn't have a car until when maybe 5 years later.
Wow.
And in the mornings, my dad would get me ready for school. My brother was 4, I think, and a taxi. And this is like the 80s. Taxis were rare,
Very
but a
rare.
taxi will come to get us from home.
Mm.
Then my dad will make sure we stop at the newspaper vendor's place, and then he'll get the daily graphic at the time, and then he'll ask me to read the headlines to him. So we used to have newspaper review in the car
Oh,
every morning,
wow.
and the taxi will drop us off at Ridge Roundabout, close to my school. My brother was going to school in a nursery school not far in the other direction, so we get out because that was how far my dad's money could go, just from that point to that point. Then my brother would wait at the Ridge Roundabout, and my father would cross every street with me till the very last one. Then I make my way into school, and he'll come back, get my brother, and take him to school, and then come back and walk to his office in the ministries.
Wow.
So that was that. No, it was not where Merton is, that area. I'm just responding
Mhm.
to Elsie. So where my
Yes,
it
yes.
was called Mrs. Bannerman's Nursery School. I
Okay.
was on that same, it was on the same premises.
Mm.
So that was what was happening. And I used to be, I used to say, think about it, but you people are sitting in their car and driving up and down. And as for me, every day we have to come and
And
walk
wait.
here. And
Mhm.
all my friends see me walking up and down. I didn't see it as my dad was doing the very best he could
He could.
for us with what he had.
Mm.
And it was a really, really big deal. And he was doing a lot. And he took us to school, and he'll pick us up, take us home. We do homework, and then he goes back to work. Back in
Oh.
the day, our parents used to come home for lunch and go back.
Mhm.
You can't try that now.
Oh,
Back then, they
shit.
would go home for lunch and
Mhm.
then return to work. So that was the routine. And I didn't place much premium on it, so I didn't place much value on it because I thought, I mean, he's my dad, he's supposed to do it, so what's the big deal?
Mhm. Mhm.
Until several years later, when I had, and Baraka, you may know a little bit of this history, and just to your
The
uh,
audience.
the audience, yes.
Yes.
If you read the story on Humans of New York, you see
Yes.
when I was going through the marriage crisis,
Mhm. Yeah.
I was stuck. I had I had I think she was 4. I had a 4-year-old and a baby,
Mm.
and I didn't have a car. Like I used to
Mm.
have a car, then suddenly I didn't have a car, and I'm living 2 hours from my office.
Oh my God.
and I have to get to work. And a friend taught me how to take trotro so that because when I first started, I thought, "Oh, I'm a boss chick," so I was taking taxi, dropping with all my money. The money ran out quickly,
Oh my God.
and then a friend taught me how to take a trotro, so I started doing that. And every morning, I will sit in the trotro with the kids, and we will cry
Oh my
because
God.
these were kids who were used to sitting in an air-conditioned car, and suddenly it's like, where's our car? Why are we sitting in this church? And why are both of us sitting on mommy's lap and hustling here? I mean, sometimes if I could afford it, I'll let one of them sit down, then I'll carry the baby. You know, and it was tough, but that was when I remembered what my dad
God.
had done for us when we were little. And I realized that it wasn't that I was doing my best for my children with what was available. And I began to appreciate all that my father had done for me when I was a child. Because my father in that time probably must have felt really uncomfortable and wished he could have done more, especially considering the school we were in and what
Hmm.
was going on. And
Yes.
other
The
children have
youth
drivers
clubs,
drop them off and pick them
yes.
up, and drivers bring food lunch to them in the afternoons, and we didn't have that, and we had to walk some of the way. I mean, it's not I don't consider it a struggle story though, like,
It
just
really,
let me just say that
yes.
now, because I think some people have had more struggle. I mean, I was in a really posh school, and working from cantonments to wherever it's not so bad. I mean, we were not hungry, we were not, I would say we were not poor,
You were
but
you were you were
listen,
middle aged,
yes.
middle
So
class family, which most
exactly,
Ghanaians were at
yes.
the time in the
So
80s. We were
just
most.
just doing this for my children, and
Wow.
I just hustled for about maybe 2 months. We were hustling like that. Then one day in the car, I just broke down, and I said, God, this thing, I'm tired. I can't keep doing it. I mean, this is not what you promised. This is not the life you promised me. I'm a baby girl, oh. You have to give me my baby girl life. I wasn't born to suffer. I wasn't born to struggle. I wasn't born to hustle. No, never, never, never. These children, no, we can't keep doing
No,
this. So
you can't
you
do
have
it.
to do something.
Wow.
And I I spoke to there was a friend I hadn't spoken to in a while, and I was just talking to her, and I think she was having a struggle, and I was talking to her, doing the unspoken thing, and then I shared my own story. And she calls the following week and says, "You know what? I have a car at home that I don't use. Come for it." And I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, she was
Oh,
planning. She was planning to sell the car, but she's changed her mind. She doesn't see why, so I should just come for the car and use it for as long as I want."
oh my
Then
God.
so I went for it, and then even after getting, it, I was like, but this girl, the big cash has given. Why am I even going to get fuel to money to put fuel in? But it was fine. And remember, I was still working, but there's like my life had changed. Like it was complete
Just
upheaval.
drastically, yes.
So all the money you used to feel you had, suddenly it has to go
Go
somewhere. There are
somewhere.
so many things competing. So it was, and then and this happened, and she gave me the car. I used it for some months, and then I had to give it back. I gave it back, and then another friend told me about a car deal that was being done by one of these dealerships.
Hmm.
So I should just go check them out. So I went and checked them out. I said, okay, how much are the cars? Look at me, that I didn't have. I, I didn't have them. I just walked into the the dealership. I'm coming to buy Tiara car, like
Oh my
fresh car.
God.
And like this is not a second hand car, like
These are
properly
brand new ones.
brand new car. So I walked in like with all confidence, like, how much are the cars? And they tell me this, that, that. So I go back, I look at my salary, and I said, okay, give me this one. So I take the second smallest because I
Mm.
feel, okay, I can drive this car comfortably,
Hmm.
and I can pay for this car comfortably and not have to like worry about where I'm going to do other things. So they agreed, and I instructed my bank to pay them. Only for the day I paid, so let's say I paid yesterday,
Mhm.
and I'm sitting there today waiting for them to call me to come for my car because I had never had a brand new car, and I'm sitting there waiting. When are these people? And then they call me and say the car is sold out.
Hey,
Zoe, I wept. I said, "What do you mean the car is sold
you,
out?" I took an Uber and went straight to the the dealership. I said, I'm not going to accept it. You can't tell me the car is sold out. I paid yesterday, and you already knew I wanted this car. You've asked me the color I want. I've done all these things, and I came to work knowing that I'm going to drive home in a new car. And you're telling me the car is sold out. When are you going to get a new one? We don't know. We don't know when we'll restock. So there's no car. And I was upset. I said, okay, can I have a refund? They said, no, you can't have a refund.
eh?
It's going to take us 45 days, I think they said, to process a refund. Money I had paid just the previous day. And I said, I just got angry and God forgive me, but I cast out the manager a bit and told him some of us work for our money. So if he gets free cars to use, he can't, and I left. Then I called my bank and told them this was what had happened. So they should figure out how
A
to
way
get
to.
me the money back so
Mhm.
I could go to another dealership to get a similar car. And the bank said, don't worry, we'll get back to you. The next day, somebody from the head office of my bank calls and says, we are really, really sorry about what happened to you at this dealership. It shouldn't have happened. They were wrong. We have spoken to them. They just said there's a new car, much, much bigger than what you wanted. And it's about $7,000 more. But because they did you how they did you yesterday, they are willing to give you the car at the price of the old one.
Oh my God.
So I'm calling to ask you if that is okay.
Oh my
Are
God.
you kidding? I mean, who would say no? Like, and that was a new that car. They had just introduced that car
Oh
into the
my
system.
God.
It had just arrived at the showroom. And I said, okay, what does the car look? Because I had never heard of the car. I didn't seen it. They said, no, it's a new car. They just cleared it from the port. That I was like, wow.
Oh my God.
So he says, just wait. The dealership will call you. So I'm sitting there, and the same manager had cast out the previous day calls me, very apologetic. And he says, Audrey, I'm so, so sorry about yesterday. Your car will be ready at 4 o'clock. So 4 o'clock come. And I get there at 4 o'clock. And Zoe, I peeled the rubber off the car myself.
Oh my
I
God.
was just, and
Wow.
and what I learned from that is sometimes you just need to tell God
What
what
you
you want.
want.
I mean, God is not somebody who is so far away that you can't speak to him.
Wow.
Or you don't need to go to him with some wild English. Just speak.
Just
Just
ask.
do it. I mean, what's the worst that you will say no or wait or something. But
Yes.
because I had no idea what was going to happen. At best, I thought the bank would try and get the money back and then I'll go to a new dealership and then get another car. But I got a totally different car, much bigger, at the same price as I mean Jehovah over like this was I
Yes.
wasn't going to share this story because it's a bit emotional, but
It's fine. I cry all the time, but this is
this
like
was
maybe the
so
most
yeah.
I'm crying. But wow. Oh, what a story. I am stumped and oh my God. And it's so funny, as children of God, we always think God is saying no for a reason. Because at that point, you would have thought God said no. He
Yeah.
didn't want you to either have the car or you would, and then of course the imposter thing would come in and
Yes.
ask you, who do you
Yeah.
think you are that you think you deserve a
Exactly.
car? Not knowing that it's not even a luxury you were looking for. You were just looking to provide for your children in
Yeah.
some semblance of comfortableness. And you said one powerful thing. God, He's not looking for big English or big words when we pray. You just sat and you said, like my niece says she told her mother one day, she said, Mommy is a baby girl for life.
Yeah.
You are a baby girl for life. You are God's baby girl. We all are baby daughters and baby sons of God. And all you did was say, God, please give me a car. And He did. And He did it well. He did
Yes.
it well. He didn't just
Exceptionally
give
well.
you a car, he did it well. What a powerful story, guys! I, I couldn't even I couldn't even read all of the comments that were flowing in. And your producer Elsie, she's saying that your friend who first gave you the car. By the way, God bless
Yes.
that friend of yours. She
Yes.
was exhibiting
Amen.
a just do it generosity, which is another thing, a theme that is coming out today. Listen, if you have something for somebody, if you can help, just do it. Don't sit on it and think your friend could have just decided, oh, I want the money, or let people drive by and see that I have two cars. Because
Yeah,
it's the
because
thing
people
back
actually
home.
called her. She still had the for sale on the car, so people kept calling her, wanting to buy. She said, "No, I'm not selling
I'm
anymore. I've
not
changed my
selling it
mind."
anymore.
It was
Wow.
just
Wow. Wow. And watch your faith principle at work right now for sure though. This is crazy. It's ridiculous. I'm telling you. Um um, I know this is Philippa. I'm trying to say that first name, but let's just call her Seti. Seti saying miracle working God la. Jan says no way. Abnai Jewa, who is also another miracle working girl that is just walking her entrepreneurship life by faith. If I tell you her story, you would go like, whoa. She says he can do that. Yes, he can. Audrey says you needed to share it so the Holy Spirit caused you to, even though you had tried not to. She was saying that you
yeah.
really didn't want to share the story. Our resident prophetess, Prophetess Ajua, and Dr. Ajua Bedi, she says, God is faithful. And the scripture says, after you have suffered a little while, he will perfect what concerns us in Jesus' name. I love what normally happens unto my younger self. We never really intend to, we're not a Bible thumping platform. We're not saying here's the word, do it. But what we have prayed consistently is that the stories that get shared on this platform give hope, bring faith, and recalibrates a perspective. If you thought you were down, by the time you're done listening to the stories, you should be up, by
Yeah.
the grace of God, and it always happens. And so thank you so much, Dr. Joe. We're grateful for that. That in there, right there. Baba Forson says, you went through your waiting period, taking torture and all. And when it was time, God came through big time. And I shared the same story. I took public transport for close to, when I came here, for close to 9 years. You know,
Okay.
yes, I did. And when God decided to give me a car, it was ridiculous, honestly, to the point where I didn't even have to, I didn't pay a dime for my car, not a dime. When this is the kind of God we were talking about, this Jehovah overdue, he just gives it to you when you ask. Because just like you, that's one of the things I said to God. I don't want a car payment and I don't have money. So what you gonna do? And he came through, and he came through big, and he gave you the resources to be able to do it. But I like how God says, nah, that's too small a car, here, this one instead, because you're his baby girl. Wow. Guys, thank you for hanging in there with us. An hour and 8 minutes in. We normally don't
I'm
think we
so
can cover
sorry.
35 minutes, but we have. And oh, Nuerki, you are a just do it girl. Thank you for reinforcing that to us today. Thank you for being here, because you know what? You could have been big fashionisting, being a tour guide. I want to find a more appropriate name for you in that regard, tour guide, because you're more than a tour guide, aren't you? She is more than a tour guide. She's a tour guide with a kind of a difference, and I think we're going to work behind the scenes and come up with a different.
Okay. I look forward to
Yeah,
it.
and also for those of you in the audience, if just think about a name for her. Tour guide is, I always think about someone in a zoo or something, and she's definitely not that. She's way more than that. Absolutely way more than that. So yes, just do it. The just do it girl, the girl with the red hair, And another name, I think I want to add like concierge or something. Concierge sounds fancy.
Yeah,
Concierge of,
consigliere is more like it, isn't
yes,
it?
of
Very,
something,
very
of all
something
things, something. We're gonna come
posh.
up with a name for sure. Ifua says Nuerki is amazing. She is inspirational. That's another thing we should
Thank
add to
you,
your
thank you,
CV. I
thank you.
think you talk to people and they begin to get life. Rita, our Mami Safu says, thank God for another platform such as this one that keeps glorifying his name. Yes, you can tell stories and still praise the name of God and talk about Africa at the same time. They're not mutually exclusive. They're all together right there. Let me tell you that they don't want to leave, and I don't want to leave, but we're not going to ask you for another story. Okay, we're
So,
just going to be grateful because you're going to come back for when we're doing the To My Younger Self book, because, you know, some people just
okay.
have that. Guys, next
Thank
week,
you, thank you so
oh,
much. Just want
you're
to say
welcome.
thank you to your audience. They've been
Yes.
amazing. They've been incredible,
They
and
are so
thank
engaging,
you
and I
for that.
love each and every one of them. I really do. I'm so grateful that I get to do this with you guys every single week. Um, Let me tell you, our producers are the amazing, amazing producers, of course. So thank you so much, producers, to Big Sister Elsie. I can never say her full name
Please tell
properly.
Elsie and Yida now I want to be their friends. I've been looking. So Sedinam is my friend already.
She's
She's
your friend
yes.
already, yes.
She's changed her name to something I can't pronounce, but
Yeah, she's your friend
hopefully
already.
she'll teach me how. Yes.
Gonna teach us. You want to be their friend there, please.
Yes. Yes, please.
These
Yes.
guys are the best producers you can ask for. Let me tell you, 2 a.m., 1 a.m., I'm calling them and asking them for things, and they're always on the job. It's ridiculous. The way they find our guests and talk to them, they write up things. Oh, my good God, I cannot even go in there. To our executive producer, Mr. Emmanuel Sorgo, the person that makes it happen, the equipment buyer, the the how much this is and all that, the person that keeps a roof over our heads. To my younger self, we want to say a big thank you to you. God bless you. We're very, very grateful. Our communication lead, this is the person that's behind the scenes, responding to emails, responding to correspondence. Sometimes you really think you're talking to me, but you're really not. You're really talking to her. And she has mimicked my voice and the way I speak so well. She kind of writes in the same way. She is amazing. God bless you. Thank you for taking it upon yourself to do this. Um, Again, just coming into this theme of just do it. When you jump, God brings all of the resources, because I never had this before. All we did onto my younger self was jump. So please, please jump. Next week, we're going to have Richard coming in to tell us another line of powerful stories. Please stay tuned. You're going to be amazed. Richard of Coral Reefs, Ghana. You will be amazed.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. He's amazing. Yes.
Amazing, amazing guy. You do not want to miss him. Like we always do. We always like to let our guests say the last thing, like give us a simple piece of advice. I do believe you've kind of really done that already by saying just do it, just jump, take a leap of faith, go for gold, all kinds of things. But if you had to put all of these in one simple sentence, a power packing sentence or two, what would you tell our audience?
There's there's one thing it's just all I'll just say is God is. That's all.
Mm.
God is. Full stop.
Wow.
So God is whatever you want to add to it. God
Mhm.
is. That and that's enough. That's more than enough. If you have to take a leap, God is. If you have to wait, God is. If you have to forget about it, God is. I mean, he's I mean, it's not like you said, it's not a Bible thumping platform or anything, but really, God is, and that has been my story. That has been a recurring theme in my life that God is
Mm.
always.
Wow.
So
Wow. Wow.
yeah,
Oh my good God. Just before we leave, the last couple of weeks, people have for lack of a better word, taken their lives. So we're gonna go maybe a few minutes longer than normal. They may have lost hope, or whatever was going on in their lives made them think that they couldn't go on anymore and took their lives. A couple of days ago, we found out a beauty queen, a beauty pageant winner, took her life. And then the actress Regina King lost her son through the same in the same way. And I know there's a lot of people who do not have the platform, the fame platform, in order to get in the news and say, oh, that person, is no more because they decided to end it. And this is where Nuerki's platform, which is Unspoken, comes in. Nuerki, please tell us just a little bit about Unspoken before we sign off.
All right. Unspoken is a listening channel. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram. So what we do is we just provide an outlet for you to speak. If you are frustrated, you are stressed, you are happy, whatever it is, there's something you want to talk to somebody, you want to tell somebody about it. You're not looking to be judged. You're not looking for advice. You just want to talk to somebody. You reach out on Unspoken. We will call you back, and it's all anonymous. We don't need to know your name. We don't need any other information about you. Just call us. It's a 24/7 service. And where we feel you require professional help, we connect you to volunteer therapists that we have on hand to take you through the rest of the way. So I think it's on the ticker down there, ANSPOKEN, Unspoken. You can just DM us, and if you need us to call you, we will call you and just give you an ear, because somebody did it for me. And this is my way of giving back, listening to others. So there's a whole team of people who will listen to you and not judge you. So just do it.
Just do it.
DM us today.
Yes, just do it.
Don't always hope. Don't give up. Don't despair.
Yes.
Just talk to us.
Wow. Just do it. And we're going to plug in the numbers for those of you who want to contact her on WhatsApp and stuff like that. She'll plug it in on the comment section. Please, please. It is not too late. It is not dire. You won't die just because you think there's nothing else to do. There's always something else to do. There's always another way, okay? So reach out to Unspoken. And for all of your fashionista needs, if you're down, please find the girl with the red hair. Go on her platform. I guarantee you get happy right away. And with that being said, Nuerki, we want to say thank you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being a part of this powerful movement. To my younger self, we'll see you next week. My name is Zoe Baraka. It has been an absolute pleasure hanging with you and talking with you and being friends with you. We're going to sign off now. And so from me to my younger self and Nuerki at the girl with the red hair, we want to say we love you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Stay tuned for our outro.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Me a from Moko school, my bar.